Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. I've got a good one for you today because we've got layoffs, the confidence crash, and the 24% turkey shock that we're all experiencing. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to this channel. If you are on our email list, one just went out, make sure that you check your spam filter. And today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold Group, which I will talk about in a bit. I love walking in Newport Beach amongst the boats. It's great. But first things first, guys, layoffs. Think about this. This is awful, okay? In November, it looks like we lost 13,500 jobs a week right now, okay? Guys, it's accelerating in the negative direction. It's going in the wrong direction. This is a huge problem. And people want to talk about how, oh, it's just temporary, it's no big deal. It's a huge deal right now, guys, because we don't see job numbers like this ever. The last time we saw job numbers this bad was, post-pandemic. And you're going to see it get worse right now before it gets better. Now, the one thing is that these reports come from ADP, and sometimes they get skewed, and they're good, they're bad, but this is recent numbers, supposedly. This is stuff that's happening right now and affecting us. Now, consumer confidence dropped to 88.7%, and this is down 8 points. This is horrible right now. This is the fact that as we enter the holiday shopping season, Black Friday is among us, guys. It's right around the corner. People don't have the confidence right now in anything, in spending, anything. We're going to have the highest Christmas tree prices we've ever had. We're going to have the fact that people are not working nearly as much as they can. It's funny. My son called me today, and it was hey, do you need a ticket to get home? Are you going to stay? And he said, well, I got a real opportunity to work all through Thanksgiving. You got all these dream shift. I'm working a double here, a double there, and I'd rather make a bunch of money right now, Dad, than come home. Okay, well, what about Christmas? Should we plan Christmas right now? Would you be upset if I stayed and worked at Christmas? No, not at all. So his friend's birthday's in January. He's like, if I flew out and we spent a week or so in January, would that be cool? Absolutely. So I'm sure I will surprise him with an airline ticket from the Boston area to my house. But not everybody has the opportunity to do that. Some people are giving things up for this Thanksgiving because they can't afford it, which is sad, which is awful. And two things I hate, guys. I hate the fact that we have to have these made up days. And there is a month called Hunger Awareness Month in September, and I've told you guys about that. That's awful, that you have to remind people that people are doing without and hungry right now in the month of September. And then there's a thing called Giving Tuesday, where the charities hit me up like you wouldn't believe, you guys. And there's only a few that I work with, Breast Cancer Angels and Joseph Dream House. But these are places you should be giving to during the holiday season. And Fran, the CEO of Joseph Dream House, contacted me and said, can you do anything? Can you shout out your audience? And of course I will do that. And I have done that in the last few days, and we'll do it again. She puts together meals for people that are hungry. But guys, this is what we're living through right now. We're living through the most expensive Thanksgiving. I hate the press right now, because people like me that are real, that talk to you about what's working, what's not working, I have to remind you guys that, turkey's up, 24% this year. That's huge, guys. I went and with the Friendsgiving and all the different gifts and stuff, I've had people in my life say, hey, can you get us the turkey? Can you get us this? And you go and you grab one of these frozen balls of delight, and you're just shocked at how bad it is. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just crazy, $60, $80, all these different figures that are just through the roof right now. I constantly get videos sent to me, and because of the new video site, I get different things sent to me also there, recipes and things like that. And people are cooking the frozen turkey breast for the holidays and all these different recipes. And I love how you can mention something on your phone, open TikTok, and all of a sudden you'll get 5 different videos from that. But turkey is up 24%. This is going to be a Thanksgiving that's going to cost the average family almost $110 that they don't have. It's going to be, conservatively $9 more this year. That's nonsense. You know, turkey's up 24%. Everything else, plates, mashed potatoes, corn, green beans, you know, your minimalistic stuff, bread, has gone through the frickin' roof right now. And that's what people just don't get. It's everything has gone up. Everything has gone up. But congratulations, we've got, you know, a minimal year as far as this is concerned. It just blows me away. You know, private payrolls are off. You know, the thing that upsets me is I hate corporate greed, and I hate corporate smugness. And there is a company called Boar's Head, which we talked about a year ago extensively, about their listeria outbreak and how they were going to do better with their meats. Well, they just got another listeria outbreak, but this time it's in their pecorino romano cheese. Hello. Don't you think that there's kind of a problem with a company's cleanliness if they're getting a second listeria outbreak and they're telling people, hey, just to be safe, don't eat this stuff? When, you know, what's funny is I have that in my fridge. I should take a picture of it. You know, oh, these were sold in Indiana and Kentucky. You don't have to worry about that, Dan. Right. Hey, you suck on the end of this pecorino romano. You know what I mean? No. So, H&M, the clothing retailer, they are shutting down 2 of their largest Manhattan locations. Why? Because no one is buying H&M clothes. H&M clothes are generally cheap, guys. They're inexpensive. It's a discount shopping store for women's fashion. They've got some men's stuff in there. I've got a bunch of shirts in my closet from them. But 2 of their largest stores are going down for the count in Manhattan. People don't have any extra money right now. That's what we're experiencing. And we're being reminded of it right before Black Friday. Now, you will be lied to. This will be the cheapest Thanksgiving on the planet Earth. This will be the greatest shopping season ever. Black Friday, oh my gosh, it's going to be magical. It's not. It's not. It's going to be off. And you know it, and I know, because people like us are like, you know, I'm going to cut back a little bit. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. You know, one thing we talk a lot about is gold and these commercials, but I really want to talk to you about silver right now. JP Morgan said silver could be the play of the decade. Silver has gone up to above $51 an ounce, but there is plenty of room to run. Jack from Patriot Gold, last time I had him on, brought up such a great point that the all-time adjusted price for silver with inflation would be $209 an ounce. There is a huge area of room to run. You need to contact #1 rated Patriot Gold Group today. #1 rated with Consumer Affairs. They have well over 10,000 clients, have done over $1 billion in sales. Call them today, 888-330-1431. Do it now before it's too late. Get yourself an IRA, 401k, but just talk to a metals expert to find out if it's going to make a difference in your portfolio. Look at what Bitcoin has done. Look at that nightmare over the course of the last few weeks. I know people that spent over $100,000 for Bitcoin, and now they're crying. No one's crying about purchasing gold right now. Contact Patriot Gold Group today. With this being the week of Thanksgiving, I always like to give thanks to different people who made a difference in my life. And there's one man who is a comedian named Colin Kane. Colin Kane, you know, was somebody that I first saw. Andrew Dice Clay, the shot comic. Oh, that Andrew Dice Clay, yes. He had a show where he picked his favorite comics to do a show, and I saw Colin Kane probably 10 years ago. And he was great. I got to see him live with my late girlfriend Lisa at the Irvine Improv. He was a complete gentleman. We got to go to the meet and greet, get our picture with him, just talk to him. He was fantastic. But this man did something that completely changed my life. And he, you know, would make these little snippet videos he'd put on Facebook and Instagram and things like that. And one day he talked about how people try to meet people, try to, you know, go out and get the job that they want. And why would anybody want to be with you if you're not the best version of yourself? Everybody needs to work on themselves and be the best version that they could possibly be to get that job, to get that other person, to be with other people. And that really resonated with me. Now I'm paraphrasing what he said, but it really left a huge impact on my life because, wait a second, I can be better. I should be better. I want to work with all these people. I had an event company at the time, and I wanted to get better doctors and better guests and more money. And I just worked at making myself better to where people wanted to be with Dan. And it really made a huge impact in my life. In the last week or so, this guy came back to Facebook and was like, hey, I'm back. And I'm so thrilled because once again, Colin Kane with a K, okay, made a huge difference in my life. And as we all do, you know, I try to be the best person I can every day. I try to better myself. I try to work with the people I want to work with. You know, I have been successful, and I'm telling you, it's made such a huge difference. What this guy said and what he did made a huge difference in my life. And for that, I'm very thankful for this man. And I, you know, before COVID, lost touch with the guy. And then I heard he was going to have a podcast. I don't know if anything ever happened from it, never heard from him. And then he just came back. But I'm very thankful for Colin Kane. And again, an R-rated comic, guys. Funny stuff. They're jokes. No one's going to jail. They're just dirty R-rated jokes. But he was very talented and would fill a room full of people that were smiling and laughing. And he made a huge impact on my life. He really, really did. And again, are you the best version of yourself? I am, you know, constantly trying to lose weight, but I get to work with the people I want to work with. I get to travel. I get to do what I want to do because of this. And he's right. Why would, you know, anybody want to be with somebody who's not the best version of themselves? Remember that, okay? So thank you, Colin Kane. I want to remind you of how bad things are. This is not to be negative. I have a smile on my face, remember? Okay. Think about this. There is a brand, Fat Brands. Fat Brands lender, which I got to look this up right now, is UBM, declared Fat Brands in default. Now you can sit there and say, Dan, I don't know who Fat Brands is and I don't care. Well, let me put it to you this way. They are in default and don't have money for their loans. They went on a buying spree during COVID and they bought things like hot dog on a stick, Fazoli's. They went and bought Round Table Pizza and Twin Peaks and even Johnny Rockets. And guess what? They don't have the money to pay their lender for their loan. Why? Because they're not getting the royalties and residuals from each of their franchises. Guys, I just covered everything from hot dogs to pizza to everything, okay? Come on. People are not spending money like they used to. Now, the other thing is private debt. There is trillions of dollars of private debt right now, which is money like that that's out there lent to businesses that people are defaulting on. And this is the sign of the times as to how bad things are right now. Oh, Dan, you're so negative. It's terrible. No, guys, get real. And please understand this, that people don't have discretionary income for hot dog on a stick. They're not selling at the fairs. They're not selling in the malls. When was the last time you bought a hot dog on a stick? I like the cheese on a stick and hot dog on a stick combo. I like doing those two things. But the point is that these companies are not paying their royalties and franchise fees to the main company. So the main company is not making its, its loan payments. So crash is here, guys. The crash is here. 2 Santa Monica businesses filed for bankruptcy, and that makes the local news in Santa Monica. But one is a retail clothing store. One is a single-use industrial building that's not making its payments. Santa Monica is a hellhole, guys. It is a war zone. Let's just call it mini San Francisco right now because of how dangerous it is. It's not a safe place to be. And there's lawlessness. The 3rd Street Promenade used to be a great place to shop. It used to be a place that people would go. And last 2 times I was there on Super Bowl Saturday when the Rams played in the Super Bowl 3 years ago, whenever that was. And it was bad. People bathing in the fountains, just chaos as people get ready. I went there last year and it was hell, living hell, just because so many businesses were closed. And there was a large, retailer. We'll just call them outfitters, okay? You can put together the rest. And I saw a guy run out of the store, and I said, "What, did you guys call the cops?" No, we're not allowed to. And plus, we're not allowed to have any more police claims on our record because they're going to cancel our insurance for the store. You don't have insurance for the store if a guy can walk in and walk out and steal from you in broad daylight in front of me. The only regret was I did not have my camera on at that time watching that loser steal from those people. So again, a good area destroyed, and Santa Monica's got 2 more businesses that just filed bankruptcy. So what's the city council going to do? They're going to do anything about that? Just a few more things to finish this video. Don't forget to check your spam filter if you are on the email list. If you're not on the email list, why? Use the link below. It's in the video description to join. Plus, we have a private channel called iAllegedly Live where we talk about everything that's uncensored and it's great, and news and politics and fun stuff like that. Check that out today. It's at iAllegedly.tv, or you can go to the Apple Store, Amazon, all those fun places that we have to sign up for it. Plus, want to remind you of newvideos.com. It's our video sharing site. It's absolutely free to join. We have advertising, you can share your family videos, share everything. Just another cool platform, and so many people are taking advantage of it right now. So check that out today. Final 2 stories are, first things first, we talked a lot about Harley-Davidson failing and how they're closing dealerships left and right. And a man, Derek, sent me this. What is the #1 selling motorcycle in the United States right now? Oh, is it Honda? It's got to be that. No, guys, it's Kawasaki. The Ninja 100 SX, its sales are up 14% in 2025. It's killing it over the Harley-Davidson brand. So again, if you're a biker and stuff like that, isn't that wild that something like that would just take off? And Kawasaki's killing it right now. So I love to hear people doing well, but I was surprised at that one, and thank you, Derek, for sending me that. Final story, which we're going to cover this a lot more in the coming days, and that is how many people have taken their house off the market in the last month. It is staggering. 15% of the listings right now are being taken off the market because people are losing money on the house. People bought a house and the house is now underwater. It is worth less than they paid for it. And with all the shenanigans of 3% down payments and, do you have good looks, you can get a house, all the stuff that's happening. I had somebody send me a video, and I can't verify the lender yet, but they're coming back to the adjustable loans at 1.99%. You deserve a house. Your house, your ATM. Remember those days, guys? Remember your house, your bankruptcy? Remember that? Remember your ex-wife that's now dating the architect? Okay? Yeah, exactly. Because you bought that house. Okay? So, be thankful. Anyways, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you very soon. You want to get a hold of me? It's hello@iallegedly.com. Onward and upward, guys. I will see you very soon.